Welcome to the very first episode of entertainment.ie's new TV show called The Telly Show. Very creative title, I know. Each week I'm going to be talking to people who work in front and behind the camera of television, while there'll also be TV picks for the week, news, reviews, whatever you're having yourself. In this opening episode, I got to go behind the scenes of the Late Late Toy Show, where I chatted to Ryan about what we can expect from tonight's show, as well as some of the kids involved. But later on in this first episode of the Telly Show, I also got to chat to a very special person indeed. It is, of course, Bosco. And Bosco, here's your little home here now. Do you rent or do you own that now is the question?
I own it because there's not very many people my size that could fit into it.
This is a very good point.
I can't sublet it or anything.
I'd say it would still go for a pretty penny now in the Dublin rental market. First up though, my TV pick of the week for you is three-part series Death and Nightingales, which already kicked off earlier in the week on both RTE and BBC, but it's worth catching up on the player. It's based on Eugene McCabe's novel of the same name and sees Jamie Dornan teaming up once again with the Fall writer Alan Cubitt. It's an Irish period drama set in 1883 in Fermanagh and will see Dornan star alongside Anne Skelly, who you may recognise as Red Rock's Rachel Reed, as well as Matthew Rhys, star of hit show The Americans. Dornan and Skelly play star-crossed lovers Beth and Liam, who decide to run away together but risk the wrath of her domineering stepfather Billy, played by Rhys. My second TV pick is, of course, The Late Late Toy Show, which takes place tonight at 9:35pm on RTE1, or, of course, the repeat on Sunday. I got to head along to check out just some of what's in store in this Christmas spectacular. Take a look. Hi there, I'm out in RTE for an exclusive sneak peek of The Late Late Toy Show. Take a look.
The theme is my favourite movie of the year, which is The Greatest Showman. And that stars Hugh Jackman as P.T. Barnum. Hugh Jackman is a skinny guy-ish with a cane and a top hat who can kind of hold a tune. So I'm emulating.
That's familiar.
Yeah. Greatest Showman celebrates difference. People who are different to look at, different way of acting. And it's to say to the kids who are a little different. I'm not talking about kids who are sad or lonely. It's not about that. It's not about tragedy. It's just the kid who doesn't necessarily want to go to the disco or play camogie or isn't into maths or not like everyone else.
Yeah.
I love them. I love the quirky kids.
How are you going to get in the zone?
When I put on that costume and when you see it, you can do nothing else but be in the zone. And I will have that music, the opening bars of The Greatest Showman playing, and you get the cane and you find yourself standing up and you're like, shoom, give it to me.
That's it, it's on.
Showtime.
There you have it. That is Toy Show 2018. The theme is The Greatest Showman. The set looks spectacular and we cannot wait for tonight's show. Tune in to RT1 at 9:35pm. Enjoy! Magical. That was so magical. And I'm not sure how I'm going to top it, but I'm going to try. Our big guest this week on The Telly Show is an absolute legend of Irish TV with a career spanning 40 years. Yep, it's Bosco. He or she joined me in studio recently to chat about everything from beating U2 to #1, the environment, and we even found out who Bosco's favourite Late Late Show host of all time is. Bosco is currently on tour around Ireland and you can find out about dates and tickets on boscosbox.com. I'll leave you on this and we'll see you next week. Bosco, it's you.
Hi, it's me. It is me.
It is really you.
I'm delighted to see you, Fiona. How are you?
I'm really good. This is, I have to say, probably one of the, if not the biggest moment of my entire life right now.
Oh, you're so nice.
I think, Bosco, you're the hero of a lot of people around my age and younger and older.
Yeah, I've been around a long time, haven't I?
You've been around 40 years this year.
I know, and I'm still 5.
And come here, so 40 years is a very long time. What now in the world would you say is your favourite thing to have happened in those 40 years?
Oh, gosh, lots of good things happened to me, but I think that maybe the best one was making television programmes. Or do you know something, Fiona? Once I got to conduct the orchestra.
You did not?
A big orchestra in RTE, and
wow.
It was so cool. And I even have a picture of me with my little baton conducting the orchestra. And it was really cool because I was singing a song as well as conducting the orchestra, and I was singing it with Zig and Zag and Dustin.
Zig and Zag and Dustin.
And Padjo.
And Padjo, oh God, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We sang a song. And the frog song it was.
The frog song. And come here, are you mates with Zig and Zag and Dustin?
Yeah, they're my friends.
Yeah?
You see, we had to get together to make money for Child-Line. It was one time when Child-Line was in trouble. But there's always something in trouble, isn't there?
There is. And Bosco, you seem to be of late becoming a bit of an activist with you have opinions on the housing crisis, opinions on all sorts. And is that an area you'd want to go into, Bosco?
Well, I think everybody should have a nice, safe home where they could be warm and cozy, just like my box. My box is very cozy.
It looks very cozy.
Yeah, and it's lovely inside. I'll give you a peep in there, okay, later.
Oh, okay. Well, hold that now, Bosco.
But isn't that true? Doesn't everybody need somewhere nice and safe and warm and cozy to live?
They do, absolutely. And Bosco, here's your little home here now. Do you rent or do you own that now is the question?
I own it because there's not very many people my size that could fit into it.
This is a very good point.
I can't sublet it or anything.
I'd say it would still go for a pretty penny now in the Dublin rental market.
I love my little box.
Other than conducting the orchestra, you've also had a bit of a music career yourself in that back in 1983, didn't you outsell U2?
I did! I had an album called Bosco Sings, and I sang loads of lovely songs on it like, "This is where I live, I think it's very nice."
Sounds like a cracking album.
Yeah, it was great. And there was a big picture of me on the front of it sitting at a little piano, and I had my headphones on.
And did you ever get to rub it into Bono that you beat him?
No, but I met him once.
Did you?
I did.
And how did that go?
It was great. I went to his house to be a guest at the birthday party for his children when they were small. That was a long time ago now because I think they're all grown up.
You've been around, Bosco. I'd say you've met a lot of people, have you?
I have.
Yeah.
And I got a letter from Michael D.
You did? That's only very recent now, isn't it?
Yeah, I like him. I'm glad he's back in the park.
Are you?
I am.
Did you vote for? Oh, you're too young to vote, but would you have voted for him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I was tweeting #SaveThePoet.
And are you big for the social media now, Bosco?
I am. You have to move with the times, don't you,
You
Fiona?
You do, Bosco.
I have a lot of followers on Facebook.
Yeah, and are you on the Instagram yet?
No, I think that's hard because you've got to take so many photographs all the time.
You do. It's a full-time job, Bosco.
Yeah, and anytime I see anybody taking photographs for Instagram, they're making funny faces and they're saying, "Don't photograph me like that," or "Put the camera up there," or something.
Yeah, they're hard work. They're hard work, those people. Although I think you'd make a great influencer all the same.
So it's hard to look good all the time.
It is. It is. Well, you're doing a good job of it, Bosco.
Thank you.
And Bosco, you were around with a lot of great kids' TV shows at the time. What, first of all, do you think of the kids' TV shows today?
Well, I think it was a very good time in Ireland for children's programmes because they really cared about children. And they really had good people working on children's programmes like writers and musicians and all sorts of people that really cared. But I don't think they give a damn now.
Really?
No, I don't. They don't make any little Irish characters. I think everything that RTE make now is just whoever can do it the cheapest. Do you think that?
I think you could be onto something there, Bosco.
Yeah, I do. I don't think, and I think when television is really kind of dying out now, I don't think many people sit down to watch the telly really. I think that they want to watch Netflix.
And come here, what does Bosco do in Bosco's spare time?
I like going for a walk along the beach, but sometimes I get quite upset because the other day I was on Dunleary Pier and I saw a dead bird in the water.
Oh no, Bosco.
And I go down there a lot and I don't usually see that. And then I heard that loads of plastic got into the water there. And then I was really worried because I don't like the plastic going in the water.
Do you know who you should team up with, actually? Mary Robinson. She'd be a good woman now for you to team up
Oh,
with.
she's very clever, isn't she?
She's very clever, yeah. But
And
she's
she wants to help make the world all right for the next lot of children that are coming up. She wants us all not to eat so much meat and not to buy so much plastic and not to put the lights on too much and not to use too much energy. I listen to her because she speaks a lot of sense.
She does. And Bosco, who and all the people that you've met down the years, from Irish TV presenters and all of them, who was your favourite person now?
I got a fright one time when I met this person because they're very famous.
Oh, yeah?
And I have a photo. Michael Palin.
Oh!
I met him.
And was Michael Palin a Bosco fan?
No, he never heard of me or saw me in his life. But we were in a studio and everybody was going, oh, look at Bosco. And he said, I have to find out who that is. So that's how I met him. He came over and he said, how does everybody know you? So I told him, and then we had a great old chat.
You're so famous, Bosco. Do you ever kind of get on your high horse a bit, get any kind of notions about things? Like, how do you stay grounded?
I don't really get too much attention.
Aww.
And I like everybody, and I think everybody's equal, so we just have to be kind to each other.
Oh, I think, Bosco, that's why you're as loved as you are.
Oh, thank you. You're lovely.
Bosco, we have a little quiz for you. You all right with that?
I love quizzes.
Yeah, so it's an either or quiz. So I'm going to give you two options, right? And you have to tell me which option you prefer.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go. It's going to be fast. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas.
Podge or Rog?
Podge.
Ryan Tuberty or Pat Kenny?
Ryan Tuberty.
Ryan Tuberty or Gay Byrne?
Gay Byrne.
Michael D or Peter Casey?
Michael D.
Donald Trump or Barack Obama?
Barack Obama.
Marianne Finucane or Claire Byrne?
Claire Byrne.
Dancing with the Stars or Strictly Come Dancing?
Strictly Come Dancing.
Bridget or Eamon?
Bridget, I don't like her. She smokes a lot.
So we go Eamon.
Eamon.
Eamon. Okay, I think Eamon's a big fan of you anyway. Glenroe or Fair City?
Glenroe. Colin
Farrell or Donald Gleeson?
Donald Gleeson.
Daddy or Chips?
Chips. Oh no, maybe Daddy.
That's a tough one.
That's a very hard one.
That's a very tough one. Krispy Kreme donuts or muffins?
I never had a Krispy Kreme donut.
Okay. This is a big one now. This goes to the heart of Ireland, this question. Daniel O'Donnell or Nathan Carter?
Daniel O'Donnell.
Oh, well, there we go. Loyal to Danny. Niall Horan or Brezzy?
Niall Horan.
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither.
Too sugary. Boyzone or Westlife? Dustin or Saki?
Dustin.
Now, Barry's or Lions?
Or
do you drink tea? You might be a bit young for tea.
I don't really like, I like green tea.
Oh, interesting now, Bosco. And the final question now, Tato or King?
Tato.
Tato through and through. Bosco, thanks a million. You were brilliant.
Thank you.
And Bosco, you're going all around the country now, aren't you? You're touring.
I am. I'm on a big tour and I really love it because I'm travelling up and down the country. And you know, there's so many nice places to go.
Oh, yeah?
And lovely theatres that all have gorgeous, comfortable seats. Because in the old days when I used to travel around, it was very rough.
Yeah.
But now it's so beautiful. So I'm going to Castleblaney and Newbridge and Dundrum and Waterford and Kilkenny and Ballymun and Portlaoise and Birr and Cavan and Cork and Waterford and Kerry and Mullingar and Westport and Carlow and Galway and Limerick and Enniscorthy and Letterkenny.
That's amazing. You'll be run off your feet, Bosco.
I was trying to get a plug in. Do you think I did that?
I think you did. And Bosco, where are you from, actually? What's your county of origin?
I live in County Dublin.
County Dublin. That's your born and reared.
Bosco, the box, County Dublin.
That's how we find you.
Yeah.
And Bosco, finally now, before I let you go, you were so good on the TV back in the day. Is there any chance we'd ever get you back on, even maybe in a late night show or, like Podge and Rog did?
Oh, I don't know. I like that because I like doing TV
Yeah.
and I like talking to people. But most of all, I like doing my shows because I go there and all the boys and girls can come and they can answer back and we can have great fun together.
It sounds like a blast, Bosco.
And it means that, like, sort of all the mummies and daddies that grew up with me can bring their little ones to see me, and then I can get to know them too.
Bosco, look, it was lovely to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
Best of luck with all the
We
tours.
could talk all day.
Oh, we
couldn't
could talk all day, Bosco. Sure, look, we will talk all day.
We'll have
will
a
we?
cup of tea.
Yeah, we'll get a cup of tea. Someone get the kettle on there.
Great. Mind you don't get that in my eyes. Be careful. Tickles. Oh. Where did they get the makeup people these days?